high five every day.
Mercury is in the blender for.
Oh yeah.
Yet another.
It's in Gatorade.
It's in Gatorade.
It's in the microwave.
Microwave.
Thank you.
Take care. Like set the intention order.
My name is Bridget. I'm an astrologer and tarot reader. Things are fucking crazy right now.
Wild.
Open your heart.
Open your heart. Yes.
Open your heart.
Absolutely.
You know, how can we stay grounded through the pain? How do we do that?
How do we do that?
You go outside.
Yes.
You look at the sun.
Yep.
A lot of those. Have you ever had a deep breath before?
I have had a deep breath.
Let's go.
Victor. I'm an astrologer and I'm an astrologer guide. Astrological guide.
Astrologer, like we live in the sky.
We live in the sky.
That's
where, you know, simultaneously, we're like, we investigate time and cycles.
Oh, yeah.
We essentially look at patterns and see how is things oscillating and moving.
Yes.
And what I do is I end up holding space for people to see where they are in those movements.
Yes.
And help give them direction as they're navigating transition. We both are more intuitive in the sense that we help people with pivots.
Yeah.
Bridget's really good at more professional pivots. In fact,
Mars and Capricorn.
yes,
Third house.
very strong Mars.
Hot yoga.
Absolutely.
That's the exercise for a Capricorn Mars. Just
Yeah, no, doing something like kind of
challenging.
Challenging, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hot yoga. I mean, for me, I love saunas.
Oh,
for my
so
Virgo
nice.
energy, the
Yes.
detox.
Yes.
I mean, for me, my Mars is in Leo, so it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I like to have fun,
Yes.
but I also like to, it's in my 8th house, but I also like to go through
Yes.
challenges. Yeah.
Oh, Mars and Leo in the 8th house exercise. That's what you do is running.
Yeah, I
Just
do run.
by yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, we've definitely, with this Mercury retrograde, brought it back.
Yeah.
You know, I've done a lot more walking, because that, to me, the way it affects my energies, it's more feminine.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, it's movement, it's slow, but running's great.
It's fantastic.
Great. But I
It's
think
good for your nervous system.
it's great for your nervous system. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think really, yeah, just like the flavors we bring to our practices is kind of just helping guide through transition.
Yes.
So for me, I would say it's just general. I mean, my niche, I would say, especially being so connected to Venus, I'm noticing a lot of relational stuff is really very strong for me that I've been personally learning, and I'm seeing now it's helping me support other people navigate. Like, for example, like we talked about, these energies of 2030 are present here now. Who are you building with right now? You know what I mean? And are they like aligned with where you're going?
Oh, it's so crazy. Exactly.
Right now, the planet of love, Venus, just entered Virgo a couple days ago, and right now it's square Uranus. And Uranus is trying to shake things up, right? It's really trying to show us like,
Revolution.
absolutely.
Not change. Revolution. Like a completely new, burn it down, build it back up.
Yes.
In a sense.
Absolutely. Because the
Yeah.
mutable signs, in many ways, they are the ones that transition and bring about change and sometimes endings. Right?
Yes. Yep.
Mm.
Death and rebirth.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
Yep.
which for you, Scorpio rising.
With
it's
Pluto
your-
on the rising. So
Absolutely. It's your bread and butter.
it is. And that's just in the video.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
part of the intro. Life is happening around us.
Wait, are we
all the
rolling?
time. Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, bet. Okay.
Isn't that nice?
Tell me why I was like, it felt like we were going,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, we're having fun.
We're having fun.
We're having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not. This isn't a performance.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. You know, a little.
A little cheeky. We're just a little cheeky.
The moon's in Gemini today,
Okay.
so it's like, it is a cheeky vibe.
It is.
But
Very much.
yeah, but also it has a little bit of electricity and charge and heat to it.
Yes.
So as we have Mars and Uranus also there.
Gemini also represents technologies,
Yes.
little computer chips and stuff,
Absolutely.
and that quartz crystals have piezoelectricity, so the more pressure, the more electricity they produce.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what's happening in the sky. We're under all this pressure, and it's creating electricity between us.
Yes.
The vibes are vibing.
The vibes are vibing. And it's like, what do we do when we have a lot of electricity? Like you said earlier, we try to ground it.
We gotta get grounded.
We have to get grounded.
Yes.
Yeah, this morning I was doing that, and my surprise was there was this like I just turned and there's this baby bunny just
A little
nestled
bunny.
in the grass, and I was just like, that was my cute surprise.
That's so sweet. I love that for you.
For sure.
That's like a like new beginnings.
Yes.
It's a very
much.
springtime,
Yeah.
and we're about to hit that Cancer new moon.
Yes.
It's hitting my 9th house.
Yes. For me, in Placidus, which is the system we use,
Yeah.
it's in my 7th house. It's just relationships,
Nice.
one-on-one relationships, business.
Yeah.
Lots been happening there.
It's a real movement kind of time.
No, absolutely. Now that we're really in it, like, this is a time of the year, especially as we've talked about, just like Bridget mentioned, there's this great configuration happening where all the outer
Oh yeah, the
planets-
Barbeau's basket.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Hearing all the astrologers talk about that has been so fun.
Which is really cool because, like you said, Gemini, it's gone viral.
Yes. Oh, right. Technology, being social,
Yes.
opposite ends of a spectrum coming together.
Absolutely.
Doing one of these.
Uranus, things that are kind of ahead of its time, becoming
Yeah.
here and now. Speaking of time, I mean, this is a little side tangent, but I feel
Let's
like
go.
it's like, with especially Neptune went retrograde this week, I felt almost like, because the timelines are so unstable right now,
Mm-hmm.
you're almost feeling what is yet to come, because we're building to this, 2027, 28, to the 2030s.
I'm getting the chills. I can't believe those years are real.
They're real, but we're feeling those energies now.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's kind of really interesting because, especially thinking about Saturn in Aries,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Aries wants to go. It's a little bit fallen in that sign.
Yeah.
Just the stop and go energy.
Yeah.
Of like, okay, we can feel this energy, but how are we now materializing it? What steps are right in front of us to take?
Oh yeah. What actions can we take in the face of a challenge?
Absolutely.
That's very much Aries energy, very much Saturn energy. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Especially.
That's a journal prompt, everybody.
Yes. That is a great.
What can you do? I don't even remember what I said. We'll have to
In
rewind
the face of challenge.
In the face of challenge.
We
can write it down.
We can write it
That's
down.
what we can do.
Absolutely. Ooh.
It is.
We were talking before we got on here just about just looking at our transits a little bit. How would you say this new kind of rebirth and this molting and this ending has been going for you?
Pretty good. I feel more tapped into anger
Yes.
than I've ever been. And when I was younger and tapped into that, feminine rage, let's go. I would have outbursts, and that doesn't really get anything done.
Right.
So what I'm learning and have been learning for, I don't know, probably the past decade, is that anger is a clue that you need to make a change, and the feeling or emotion you get from that is the energy you're meant to use to make that change.
So well said. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was really cool. We were looking earlier, Mars, the planet of anger, right now in Gemini, right?
Yeah.
I loved when we were outside talking with our neighbor next door.
Oh, that was so good this morning.
Such a good
we had
conversation.
like a little parenting conversation.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I gave him a hug.
Yes.
Thank you.
Talk to our elders. You know what I mean?
For real.
They do have
Some of them are cool. They're not all weird boomers.
Right. Some of them are not, as you were saying, stuck at a very young age.
Yes. Yeah.
Granted, again, we're talking about revolution. There are some values, right, Venus, that do want to shift and change.
Yes.
Right? But I think it's we don't have to throw it all out the window.
No, you can keep some stuff.
Right.
And there's a time and a place for everything too.
And that's what he was saying, right?
Yeah.
Especially going back to Gemini. I love how he reminded you, Bridget, how it's okay to use the power of your voice and being firm. It's not mean.
Yes.
That was what kind of stuck out to me.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Thank you for highlighting that.
Absolutely.
For people that, women especially, anybody, I don't want to put that label on it, but people that are not, that are managing emotions for other people, or have just been silenced for whatever reason. Maybe they're a little outside of the norm, so you feel like you can't express yourself fully. It feels like you're doing something wrong when you use your voice a lot of the time. And it's not just your voice, it's any art you try and express, you're judging it, you don't think it's right, perfectionism gets caught up in that.
Yes.
It's awful.
That came up yesterday.
Oh,
I was just collaging here,
yeah.
and
Oh, I love the collaging.
yes, it was
So
so much
good.
fun. this Cancer came in and she was like, I love that you can just do that. Like, I just get in my way with perfectionism.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we can all do it. If I'm doing it, you can do it.
Yeah, right. If you can do it, you can do it.
If you can see it, you can do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Going back to, I think about right now, Jupiter, right? The planet of possibilities.
Yes.
In the creative, bold, unapologetically expressed sign of Leo.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh.
To see, like, on the world stage, everyone expanding from that Jupiter and Leo. Like, it is kind of like a burning away again of what is currently happening. But if you don't burn it away, you can't make the new thing, and you have to embody the new thing to bring in the new thing.
Absolutely.
It all has to, what are these?
Coalesce. Yes.
That's such a good word.
Thank you.
We should put the definition up there.
Spot it
To
out.
coalesce. And then I also have a song recommendation by the band Tool.
We can put it
Yes.
all in.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think especially what you just mentioned too, because Leo represents our leaders, right?
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, and then going to an elder this morning. Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. It's like the mirrors are mirroring.
100%. Makes me think of last week when I was in DC during that Mars-Uranus conjunction. Some people say, yeah, don't travel, lay low when Mercury's retrograde.
They do say that.
But sometimes,
They do
I'll just say
that.
this for myself, like, I was in DC last year, July 4th weekend. So it was like a nice call back, and I was able to, of course, get some business done, but also just revisit, right?
Yeah,
and see
yeah.
who am I today? Especially right before we had we got to dance with the fire, right? Of Saturn and Neptune and Aries, of who we are becoming. And I noticed last weekend, just, this happened on my Saturn, the Mars-Uranus. I was just like observing, right? Just seeing the state of the capital. It was a mess. There was just construction everywhere. The whole thing with the
reflecting pool. Oh, this is so funny. So we're talking about the reflecting pool the other day, and it's really funny that our Cheeto in Chief, he looked at the reflecting pool and he thought, we need to change this whole thing. It's too dirty. And isn't that kind of the point of the reflecting pool? Is to see it and go, this is too dirty, but then recognizing that you're looking in a mirror. So it's not the pool. It's like, it's him.
Absolutely. And I want to say that and emphasize that and really highlight that point, because it's like, I've noticed, right, when we're thinking about, we haven't even really touched on it, but part of this whole configuration is Pluto and Aquarius, right? Like, so this collective, personal and collective uprising of remembering and reclaiming our power.
Yes.
And how often we forget your reality and experience is mirroring everything you need to know about what's happening in your own internal world, how you see the world. Going back to, again, Mercury, right? All of this mercurial energy really trying to show us what's going on in terms of how do you perceive, what are the stories and narratives you're telling yourself about. Cancer, right, is the past. Sometimes we have to go back and see it to reframe, reshift, reclaim.
It's so irritating to go back and see it, but you do need kind of that reminder sometimes. And I just had a baby 9 months ago, so my brain is I need so many reminders right now to be like, oh, that's right. I'm not trying to go to that place. I don't want my child in that place. I don't want people I love to have to deal with those things.
Absolutely. I love that you mentioned that, because Cancer is the archetype of the mother.
Oh, right, exactly.
Yeah. No, so it's like very fitting where Cancer is in, of course,
Exactly.
this new moon.
Yeah.
Which we haven't touched on technically. We've just been in flow. But the thing I'll mention too is with this new moon, it's at 21 degrees.
Okay.
And Mercury is right up there with it at 19 degrees. And so we have this kind of what we call a stellium, right? We have the qualities of Mercury, like you said, our voice, our expression, how we think, perceive, more intuitive, reflective.
Like really tapping into the body and going like, is my channel clear? How can I clear it up? What do I need to remove or add to receive the messages appropriately? Because your body and your brain are always trying to talk to you, but if you're not understanding its language, like if you need to go ride a bike, but you won't just go ride a bike, your brain will come up with a problem to solve that you need to ride a bike to solve the problem.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and I think especially I love that you highlight that, because right before we have this new moon, we have this Mercury Cazimi, Mercury meets up into the heart of the sun, which is the point of its retrograde cycle, where we get this. And again, in Cancer, it's more of a soft landing of an insight or a knowing, or it's finally like, okay, I'm tired of this. We were talking about this earlier, even just in our conversations. Like, this has gone on long enough, right? Especially as this Mercury Cancer new moon is square Saturn. Saturn's like, okay, we've hit the wall. We've hit the end of this
so many times.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now it's like, okay, in Aries, something new is trying to emerge.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not going to be built in one day, but I think sometimes just the acknowledgement of when we finally get out of our minds of the stories of how it can tell us, I'm comfortable in this discomfort here.
Yeah.
Can I allow myself to just move forward and take a step, even if I don't know where it's going?
Yeah. Yeah. How comfortable can I be in the dark?
Yes. And that's the new moon. It's the point where we can't see.
Oh yeah. So then to take that even further is like with these new feelings I'm feeling with, and maybe not new, but just how unfamiliar. Yeah. Yes. Ah! Amen. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very highlighted.
Territory, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and because it's unfamiliar, it feels more intense.
Yes.
Because your system is really trying to like figure out why that feeling is even occurring, or that emotion is able to move through you.
Absolutely. And like we said, it's just information. I think sometimes, especially knowing how, you know, still Mars and Uranus, they're not super close to each other. Mars is separating, but they're still hanging out. I think sometimes it's the shock can be most alarming to our system, but even ourselves, of like, wow, I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be almost like, I know with some people, like eruptive almost, or even just out of left field.
Big time. And a lot of times that's what people need.
Yeah.
Because you're not taking the small hints, so you have to be given a really big one.
And that's the Saturn right there, right? We hit the wall. And I think what I'm learning and what I've really learned is, can we acknowledge those smaller things, right? With Cancer, trusting our intuition, regaining that trust with ourselves in the very small choices we make, right? Gemini, so that we can then not have to learn through contrast with Saturn, right? Of like this huge ending, especially as we approach eclipse season in August. When we start exploring this Leo and Aquarius axis very personally, it's like, can I just take the knowing and not have to rationalize it, judge it? Of course, sit with it. Yeah, you don't want to like, you know, confuse what your mind is telling you, what your heart is telling you, what your, you know, sometimes our sacral, right? Like our desire, that sort of.
If you like, anytime you have a desire to create something new, that's your sacral being like, hey, we're not very comfortable with this, and maybe you get nauseous. Maybe for some people, getting happy feels uncomfortable. That's a clue.
Absolutely. Which, you know, I think is such a, you know, I've found such an antidote with this Jupiter and Leo. I've been having fun seeing how many people have been celebrating with this World Cup, all the cultural exchange.
Cool. Yes.
Even, I mean, this is a little bit like to last month, but just how New York was literally raising up the collective energy with partying after the Knicks won.
Oh, yeah. The news cycle moves so fast, I forget immediately. 24-hour news cycle, and
it's done.
Yeah, absolutely. There was some craziness around that too, wasn't it? Not to go back that far, but there was as soon as Saturn entered Aries, weren't there like a lot of little fires being lit or something like that?
So when we had the equinox, when the sun entered Aries, there was that new moon in Aries on the 17th. I remember of April. 7 luminaries and planets were all in Aries.
Right.
And there was fires across the nation.
Just lighting fires everywhere.
Absolutely.
That's so crazy.
So maybe it's like reflecting on, with that Saturn square, where do we feel like there's a subtle heat that's maybe either underneath us or around us? And it's finding, I think too, people forget Cancer isn't necessarily passive. You know, it's very active in the sense of like, it does. They move sideways, but it's like
when you're playing an FPS and you have to strafe.
Side to side.
Yes,
absolutely.
A little back and forth, but mostly this.
Yes, and I think it's like, what are we moving away or towards, right?
Yeah.
Especially as with Cancer, it's like to protect, like we said, the body, our system. I think the most simplest way I really distill this new moon is like, what right now is keeping you, like we said earlier, grounded, allowing yourself to feel and move through, stay as composed and fluid, water.
Yes.
Especially when we have so much fire and air. It's always
It's nuts.
It's wild.
I was looking earlier at the charts. I'll put them up on the screen. And we have Chiron in Taurus.
Yes.
And Virgo has Venus in the South Node. But there's nothing in Capricorn. And the fixed signs are also kind of empty except for Jupiter and Chiron.
Pluto's also...
Oh, and Aquarius up there, yeah.
So we have that Jupiter-Pluto opposition, which we're building up to right now. Which I don't know. I don't know if, and I mean, this is just kind of fun speculation. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the world stage, but I think we've kind of talked about that. Like, there's this very strong, growing power to really just claim who it is that we are.
Yeah.
Who it is that you, like, incarnated and came here to be.
Yeah, like really getting aligned with your purpose. If everybody was doing what they wanted, aside from harming others, if everyone was doing what they wanted, we would all be doing what we wanted in our purpose. So it's not like, oh, I hate being over here, I don't like this thing that I'm doing. So then if you shift to the thing that you like doing, someone else is able to fill the space doing what they like in the space that you've been occupying, doing what you don't like.
I love that you say that. And it's such a simple example about that, of how we honor our free will.
Yeah,
honor...
we literally have free will.
Yes.
There's a TikTok account, and it's just called Eric, and he is fucking it up in the kitchen. And what I mean by that is he's using a ladle to get a pizza out of the oven. Wow.
I love that. That is just so
making
Gemini
a mess.
coded. It's chaotic.
It's so chaotic.
Right?
Just why not? Who cares?
Yeah.
You're not going to get in trouble.
No.
Hopefully, if you are, find a way out of that.
Or find out how to like balance that back out.
Yeah.
So it's a neutral, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it. Chaos. Let's roll.
How do we? Yeah. Let's embrace it. I think.
Yeah.
You know, we're a little biased. We both have strong Gemini energy.
We do.
We can embrace it. You know, in the 8th house. But I think, in many ways, really, you know, and we're just talking about expansion, right? We don't experience newness without that chaos.
You don't.
You know?
You don't. And it's not even really chaos. It just feels that way because it's so uncomfortable.
Yes. It's, again, from a higher perspective, it's all just neutral.
Yeah.
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 And I think that's, the kind of the growth edge too, I think here, especially with Mercury in Cancer. We can obviously have our emotions and they're valid, but they can kind of sway us in many ways. Like,
some people live on their emotions. That is their guidance system, and they don't do any checking in, and they just impulsively cruise. Fun. Enjoy yourself. Be safe.
Be safe, ultimately, right?
Yeah.
But I think, again, we're seeing how, you know, this basket Virgo that, you know, saw so long ago and was very optimistic about the future of humanity and where we're going, was that we would become more conscious of that choice and of that ability to...
If you're tuned into this, you almost don't have a choice but to be more aware.
You know, that's the paradox. They're almost really, like, the momentum can be so strong.
Yeah.
You get to just choose, are you going to move with it or resist?
Yeah. So, yeah, sometimes that is, it's not like yes or no. It's like, do I do this or not do this? Like, choice isn't always options. It's moving or sitting still.
Yes. Yes. I love that you said that, because it even kind of brings us into the whole idea, I think, too, with like Venus and Virgo. With this Uranian sort of charge right now, is like, can we start to implement this whole idea of yes and, right? That's the more...
Oh, I love yes and.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's not so either or, which kind of we don't realize is so rooted in like distortions of scarcity, lack, survival, fear-based ideas, to more of like, right? I can have this experience while also experiencing something else at the same time too.
Yes.
Or recognizing like sometimes the duality of like, right, with Cancer, I love this so much, but I love myself enough to prioritize what's loving for me, and knowing it's also loving for everyone else.
Yeah. You have to put your own mask on first.
Absolutely.
Just like in the airplanes.
Yeah.
You can't help anybody if you don't have your own oxygen.
Absolutely. How have you been helping? Or actually, maybe I'll share how I've been helping myself.
Love that.
Let me do that.
Love that. Yeah.
So I always like, you know, Virgo, I'd like to...
Yeah, you're like, and how are you?
Yeah, it's been really interesting. I will say, you know, I've been really, especially with this new moon digesting a lot of this last year of Jupiter in Cancer.
Okay.
Of just seeing, I went through my Jupiter return last year, saw a lot of my 7th house is Gemini. I saw a lot of things I wasn't aware of about myself, but that was also happening in my relationships.
Yeah, being reflected back to you.
Back to me, yeah. And like you said, where I avoided discomfort for a while.
Yes.
And yeah, I kind of went through that process of renewal and rebirth through the destruction of what my life was.
Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah. Jupiter in Cancer has been really beautiful as it still continued to move through my 7th house, where I got to, like we said, revisit, kind of see in my, home environment, just like, what did it shape me in terms of just the patterns that I was operating from. But it taught me a lot too about energetic resilience, right? Like, you're responsible for what energy you are choosing to hold on to. Like, even if someone's directing anger towards you, you have the choice of whether you're going to release it, transmute it, and then ask yourself, what's the necessary shift in order to, again, I think people don't realize the 3 currencies right now is your peace, your community, and your personal power.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, it's just been very interesting. That Jupiter-Venus conjunction was really beautiful. Felt like it was just this highlight peak, this swell in this moment. I mean, for me, it was very much in tension with my Venus and Libra. So it was just like, I felt very called up in many ways, and how I feel like I'm here to give an example of what it means to love from a purely expressed place, almost from a divine place.
Yeah.
Right? Of like, what does it mean when we can relate from, like, not a sense of expectation or trying to source from another person, but from being able to create and connect and have a relationship, build something that's beyond the 2 people, right? Like, it's almost the whole idea of the Trinity, right? 2 people kind of being in union from a sovereign place, connecting to the divine, right?
1 + 1 = 3.
That part, right?
Yeah.
So it's just been really interesting. Yeah, as much as, there's been beauty, being in love and experiencing that, it's also shaken up for Cancer, right? Literally the home environment. Part of that for me, that Jupiter in Cancer was, just experiencing what it means to choose where chosen family and home is. I moved into a housing co-op, which I hadn't talked a lot about.
Yeah.
That was a really interesting experience. But just, seeing how I had a lot of my patterning reflected to me there, I had to choose, am I going to do the Libran thing? And like we were saying earlier, sit with the discomfort of trying to like manage other people's emotions, or just those sorts of shadows, or am I going to choose truth and let that be where I lead from? And so it disrupted things. Yeah. Very much so. But very much taught me, especially knowing, with this Jupiter-Pluto opposition, are not responsible for controlling the narrative that other people have of us.
Or of themselves.
Or of themselves. Right? Especially if you're reflecting to people's shadows, which I see with that Leo-Pluto, right?
Yeah.
The identity, the ego, right? And so it's like, being born during a Jupiter-Pluto opposition myself, I'm now starting to really feel what this signature even means.
Yeah. Like, it's, like, you have to expand in order to transform.
Absolutely.
You can't just, transformation is, literally, it's transformation.
To break your ceilings. Yeah, especially when we think about Saturn and Aries, it's like the ceilings that we have on how we see ourselves, how we relate to our identity, what we think is possible.
Yeah, what we think we're capable of.
Capability is huge, right? Because I think with Saturn, a lot of people sometimes put themselves in a box of like, oh, I can't be disciplined, right? Or the XYZ, whatever it is.
Yeah, for some reason, when people are trying to just do stuff, like just move without thinking or whatever, like be intuitive, they think that that comes with no boundaries.
Yes. People forget, like, you have to have a container for that fluidity of the intuition.
You need
direction.
a channel for the river to flow. Yes. Otherwise, it's just all a big ocean, lake, pond.
Yeah. And that's Pisces. You're at the whim of the current.
Yeah.
Scary, right?
It is scary.
Yeah.
It is so scary.
But why are we scared of that? You know what I mean?
Because it's so unknown, and And when I get in spaces like that, I feel like I'm on like heavy drugs.
Yeah, it's very Piscean.
My like brain waves, I assume, are in such an unusual state to me that I don't know myself in that flow.
Yeah. It's almost
like
like the disillusion of self happens when you're not able to necessarily always orient yourself as the currents.
Yeah, okay, so I try and pretend like I'm not an intuitive tarot astrologer with predictive dreams. I live. Not me. I'm normal. Okay. But my Jupiter is in Pisces, in the 5th house. So it's like, that is my flow state of play.
Yes.
And because it's so otherworldly and I'm able to tap into so many different things, it feels unsafe unless there's someone there to ground me.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you're experiencing all that for the first time as a child. And I have ADHD too. So when you get in that flow state and someone busts in and they're like, hey, we gotta go to the store right now, it's damaging a little bit. So I assume a lot of other people are having that experience as well. And we don't really have a lot of space in this modern society to just sit under a tree and exist.
Absolutely.
It really, this is awesome. It really is just being in a state of existence.
That's Cancer. It's beingness.
It's just being.
Initiation into being.
Yeah.
And that's a form of action. It's not
Yeah.
quite as passive, even though.
It feels really passive because a lot of the times you're just at home. You're just kind of sitting a little bit. I think in exercise, when you kind of get like a runner's high, or like when you're in yoga and you just like kind of dissolve into the practice.
Absolutely.
It's the same kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Ooh, what are some like maybe dissolving or
Like, whoa, dude. Okay.
No, that was great. I
Yeah.
love that. I love how you connected that because I think it's very much kind of reminiscent of the last few years we had when we had Neptune in Pisces with Saturn.
I immediately thought of 2020,
Yes.
our collective trauma.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Sit down, stay at home, don't trust anybody, wash your groceries.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad.
That's one of the ways in which it can be fragmenting, right?
Yeah.
When we're in that pool and it's just kind of, you're being kind of like you know, like when a wave is kind of tossing you around and
yeah.
you're spinning it.
The undertow.
The undertow, that's what it's called.
Another Tool song recommendation.
I haven't had one yet, but if we get one,
You're gonna get one. I know you are. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I guess what are some like practical grounding or like
Okay.
or even disillusion practices maybe people can play with
Disillusion
for
practices.
this new moon of like being and getting so
Yeah. Okay. How have I experienced that in my life? Cleaning my house.
moving the energy. It's so simple,
Moving
right?
rearranging a space.
Yes.
Also creating a routine in the day to have something to like rely on, I suppose. Part of my routine, you know, part of my routine is I like to light a candle every day. And that is, in my opinion, an ancient practice because electricity is pretty new. So if you're in a shelter and you need light in the morning and the sun's not there, what are you gonna do? You're gonna light a candle.
Yeah. Or even I've heard candle gazing at night can be really good for your
it's so
circadian
good.
rhythm or just winding down.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
mimics EMDR, and really EMDR is mimicking watching the fire at night. So
You know, we've always known.
we've always
We've
known.
always known.
It's
These
part
things
of our.
new.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
they are.
it's not. It's not. There's nothing new under the sun.
They're just new configurations, different ways of doing it.
Yeah, the way that technology evolves, and it even as like living systems, like the way it's. What else is so crazy is that we're in like a building, but there are people in the world that are living in literally grass huts.
Oh, absolutely.
Mud huts.
My maternal tribe, the
Yes.
Maasai. Yeah,
Yes.
The women, they like when they get married, they build the huts for their family, and obviously they usually
That's
get
so
help, but they
cool
do it
and
by
crazy
hand. Yeah.
and reflective and like, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And it stays cool as hell in there.
So cool.
Because it's men. This is men.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you were talking about Mud this morning, right? With
My name is Mud. Primus song, right?
Yes. Definitely carried the kind of like really grungy and Mars vibe of this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It was like Korn's Got the Life on the radio.
Yes.
Oh, I was feeling it.
Yeah.
In it. I'm an alternative gal.
Yeah. I mean, we
If
all
you can't
are.
tell, but.
Of course.
Yeah. I have 2 tattoos. We're working on it.
Hey, I mean, Jupiter at the top of your chart.
Yes.
Maybe this is a year we get another piece.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I want to make my own symbol or sigil, maybe, that combines Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus all together and have it like my own Deathly Hollows.
Wow.
Just like a,
Yeah.
like I'm Spider-Man.
I love that. I love that. Like
Yeah.
you're the sustainer and the executioner.
That's hot. excuse us for just a moment. That was crazy. Thank you.
Drop
I
the
am.
love, man.
Yeah, I am. It's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the double entendre of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
You execute and you execute.
I do.
Yes.
I do. I want to wear a cat suit everywhere I go.
So maybe, yeah, with this weekend's Mars vibe, what is a way we can, maybe I would just suggest finding some way to connect in with your Eros.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like what, that magnetism, that is what propels you to be able to start to see those opportunities and to pull them towards you. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
forget that.
I don't work with Eros, but you've been mentioning it so much lately, I think I should start incorporating it.
Yeah,
It's kind of a nice partner to Venus, yeah?
absolutely.
They kind of have the same.
Affinity, yeah.
Yeah.
I have my Eros in Gemini conjunct my Psyche. And so, like,
Okay.
Yeah, for
That plays
me-
way more into the relationship navigation, too. Okay, yes.
absolutely. I didn't even make that connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I've always said, you know, when I flirt with life, life flirts back.
Yes.
And, you know, I just now feel like, it was funny, we were joking. My sister last weekend clocked me very hard, actually. She's like, yeah, for a while I used to just, like, love to date, like, BPD gals and just, like,
It's a BPD.
you know, BPD, like the bipolar disorder. like, just
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
like where we kind
I
of
like them, too.
absolutely
They're fun.
right, because it's where we've confused, you know, intensity for passion.
Yes.
But it's like that's Eros, right? It's you want passion, but intensity can be a little different, where it's coming from like my nervous system is riled up.
Yeah.
You're riling me up.
Yeah. Learn discernment.
Absolutely. That's Saturn.
That's
this new
Saturn.
moon. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like this is a good time, especially if you're feeling like you want to take action. Let yourself like sit with it, digest it, let it build to this new moon or to this Mercury stationing direct on the 24th of July, where we'll start to get some movement right
Yeah.
before we have that full moon in Aquarius.
Yeah.
You know, wait,
Mm,
no, full moon in it's full moon in Aquarius. The Leo sun will be
Yeah.
opposite. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And I think, especially with Jupiter making that Kazemi with the sun, Jupiter will have its Kazemi. You'll start to get that insight of like, okay, now I know how to like take this big idea and start moving.
Yeah.
And I think and I think especially as we start to maybe talk a little bit more about this eclipse story of Leo, right? Who we're becoming, and Aquarius, how we share that gift with the world around us and our
Mhm.
community. You can start to like work with this configuration and just start to like build out and flush out. Okay, in order to bridge the gap between where I want to go and where I'm at, like I have to become it first.
You do. You have to actually do stuff. Like, what does that life look like?
Yeah. And how can you, like we said earlier, with Venus and Virgo, like in your day to day, start just acting and making choices like
Yeah.
that person?
Yes. Just, that's a lot of, it's manifestation, I guess. It's assuming your reality. So, like, if you were to be a DJ,
Yeah.
like, what would you do as a DJ? How does your day go? You wake up at noon, you slam a Red Bull, maybe smoke some weed, and then you start to spin, right?
I love that.
So then, if you want to be a DJ, you just assume DJ lifestyle.
Absolutely. You go out, you start connecting with people.
Yes. Don't forget
you
to
know,
network.
Of course, you have to network.
Make a mixtape.
Yes. Like a mix. Start just posting. You know, what I love about this, you know, era age right now is like anyone can just share their ideas.
Oh yeah, you don't even need a mixtape. Put it on Reels or TikTok or whatever. I don't know.
Have you seen those like YouTube videos where people
So
will have like living room parties and the DJ sets?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much. And the music that comes out of those it's insane. It's just so perfect.
Because the people are feeding that vibe. It's just such an
Yeah.
intimate, but like
Yeah.
we're all experiencing it.
Yes. I love live music.
Me too.
It's so good.
Oof.
It feels like you're connecting to God.
It is. It's what's happening. Oh my gosh. Ooh, let's close this way. What's some live music artists that you want to see during this Jupiter and Leo?
Oh, that's such a good question. Tool, of course.
Tool, yeah. Came up.
Would love to see them. He has another band. There's too much lore about that guy, but it's called Pussifer. Would love to see them live. I'm trying to think of anything, and my brain is drawing a blank because I love Tool so much.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
Tenacious D is Jack Black, Kyle Gass, a parody band.
You told me about them, yes.
They have been so healing for me as a queer kid growing up religiously.
Yeah.
And wow, it's so weird to be a woman and be like, I think I'm in love with this band. Because they're not politically correct all the time, but it is so fun to just kind of let that be what it is.
Just expressed.
Just express.
You know what I mean? That's what I love with your Lilith and Gemini is like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be, it can be raunchy, it can, that
Yes,
doesn't
I
have to
love
fit in the
raunchy
box.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. It's
Absolutely.
like right on my Venus too.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
There's so many nasty little bands. Steel Panthers.
Some Panthers. You'll have to send me like a playlist one of these days.
Ooh, I get to make a playlist? That's
Maybe
fun.
we'll drop a playlist
Yeah.
for this. Like,
Yeah,
too.
okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Alright, I love that.
For this new movie.
Yeah, probably Tool, Tenacious D. No ladies, Bridget?
I mean, we are in a very like.
Alright.
I mean, it's a feminine season. You know, Cancer,
Yeah.
Venus is in
Yeah.
Virgo right now, but it's like I don't know. We're in an age where it's a lot of masculine energy of doing,
It is.
moving. You know. So
Yeah.
It's okay.
Who would you go see?
Ooh, first person that came up. So okay, I'll say my original first person was Smino. Smino is one of my favorite, like Libras, Venus and Leo, like a performer. Like I love the way I forgot what the literary term is, but he'll say a word that means two different things.
A double entendre?
Not a double entendre. Like so, for example, he'll say, like for example, he just dropped a song. Duet, like we're having this conversation, and then do it. Right?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That one's so good.
He does
It's
it
like
all
a
the
little
time.
spell. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Very cool.
His wordplay, he's a Mercury and Libra as well.
I love that.
I love him.
Mm.
He was on tour this last summer, and I almost saw him again under the same Aquarius moon, but I didn't end up making it out. This month's been very much slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
But Cancers, let's just talk about Cancers. I feel like Kali Uchis, last time I saw her,
So good.
was in 2018.
So sensual.
Oh my gosh, she's a Scorpio rising too.
Yeah.
So like,
Yes.
I love how she brings, speaking of raunchy, I feel like, I'll just say this is my hot take. I feel like Cancers are almost more freakier than Scorpios.
I think so.
I think so.
That's why they need that shell.
Absolutely.
They're so freaky.
Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Life doesn't happen without
They're
it.
givers.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
But I think it depends. Like, if they have some Leo energy, they might be, little princesses.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, let's get a princess out here. She likes the water.
Absolutely,
Yes. I
But
love it.
I love her. I've been really getting into Afro beats. Something about, for me, like my roots, just music that feels like I can get in my sacral, my hips.
Yeah. Yes.
I've been listening to a lot of Amare. She's this Ghanaian Cancer.
Okay.
And she also has her Mars in Gemini. She just pushes the boundaries of different sounds with her music of yes, it's Afro beats, but she'll sample some really cool stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was listening to her a lot during that Jupiter-Venus conjunction. Even she's been my artist this summer. So I would love to see her.
Yeah.
Should be fun. It's just I don't know, just something that I feel like Leo. Something that just feels you just feel free.
Yeah.
Just
it's
free
it's very much
express.
like hippies at Woodstock.
Absolutely.
We
are in that actually
a
era
similar,
right now. Back during Woodstock in was that summer of 67, 69?
69?
Yeah. we had Jupiter and Leo in that fire trine with Saturn all that summer, and you know, it's the summer of love.
It was.
So
Here we go. We're bringing it back.
Just we'll use the love to just break some things open.
Yeah,
and make
that's
some
what
new
it's
stuff.
for.
Yeah,
That's how the light gets in us through the cracks.
absolutely. How do we want to close? You want to like say something you're excited about, or just what do you feel would be a
What
great
am I
way to-
excited about?
Yeah.
Meeting my new self.
Yes.
It's very scary, but I'm excited for that.
I am too. I remember telling Bridget, I was like super excited when Jupiter was gonna move into Leo. I was like, what is this new expanded version of yourself, right? That 10th house is like high noon. It's the way you're most visible. How are you gonna be most?
What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna go?
And I love that we're just literally exploring that
Today,
literally, but also just
Yeah.
like in parallel, you know?
Yeah.
Just
That's what, oh yes, I love that so much. It's nice to have a buddy when you're on these weird journeys.
absolutely.
It's so good.
It's like Gemini, right?
Yeah.
Like the twins. You have a, you know? So cute.
It's so cute. Okay, cool.
That's such a good way to end on. I feel like for this new moon, find what makes you feel cute, even if maybe you are feeling a little tension, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
great way to always bring it back, you know? Like
Get a nice fabric.
nice fabric,
Feel
yeah.
the wind on your skin.
Absolutely.
Natasha Bedingfield, unwritten.
Ooh.
Feel the rain on your skin.
No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else. Feel. I don't know. That's weird.
Let your book begin.
Look, freestyle.
Yeah.
Ooh. I forgot about these cards. Do you just want to do this as a quick little card?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's do one. All right.
Let's do the rebel deck. I feel like this
Okay.
feels Gemini. It's cute. Do you wanna pull?
Oh yes.
I feel like you are bringing the Mars energy
Okay,
today.
let's go. I love these cards.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
wow.
nice.
Oh,
There's a whole bunch.
whole bunch.
Okay. Here. Close your eyes. All right, I'm gonna look away.
Okay.
And then you pick one.
I'll pick this one.
Okay.
Make it rain!
That's so funny.
I love that
And
money.
it has money. Okay, cool.
I think with this
No
Venus
problem.
and Virgo,